right, so it all comes down to this, ladies and gentlemen, as we set our eyes on the #1 light heavyweight contender. Daniel, I often say the greatest part of this job for you and me is seeing a non-champion break through and strike UFC gold for the first time.
Yeah, it's the best. It's the best. Because you watch these athletes over the course of the fight week try to wrap their mind around how big of a chance they have. And then when you get to Saturday night, you can see it on their face. They're just thinking about what life looks like after. If I get it done, how does my life change? Tonight he has an opportunity to change everything in regards to his life.
And his fight week has been exceptional. It was a great weight cut, very forthcoming in our fighter meeting. All eyes on the #1 205-pound contender here tonight. Jon Jones, as usual, ready to battle as he tries to take home the title. All right, here he is, Sweden's best, the former two-time UFC light heavyweight title challenger, Alexander Gustafsson. Certainly a guy who gave you a fight in Houston back in the day. That was the fight of the night at UFC 192, and I know taught you a lot about yourself as a fighter.
Yes, I learned a lot of lessons in that fight against Gustafsson. But you look at Alexander, and people want to question whether or not he has the durability, the toughness to overcome insurmountable odds. Trust me, he does. He has fantastic footwork, underrated wrestling, in very, very good boxing. A very smart guy who trains out of the All-Stars Academy out in Sweden, has great coaching, and it shows every time he steps foot in the octagon.
Yeah, he hinted at retirement a few years ago, but his head and his heart seem to be in the right place. Alexander Gustafsson looking to prove a point here tonight. Alexander Gustafsson, he is ready to go. That means so are we for our main event of the evening. Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight championship fight. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Jon Jones. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Champion of the world, Alexander Gustafsson.
All right, Herb Dean, our referee for this one, just about to get underway. All right, here we go, round 1, Jon Jones versus Alexander Gustafsson, and if anybody can talk about both sides of this matchup, DC, it's you. Your thoughts on their third meeting here tonight?
Gustafsson has to make some adjustments. In the second fight, he looked a little bit lost. He looked as though he allowed Jones to make the necessary adjustments that he needed to make. Now he's down 0-2. Motivation will not be enough. His full skill needs to be on display in this rematch.
Left punch is clean, followed by a right. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Trying to get the head kick home, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
All right, no surprise to see Johnny Bones Jones open with some of those long-range weapons and finding some early success in this one.
That's exactly what he does. He throws the front kick to the leg, and he throws those lead kicks to the body. He's long, he's 6'4" for the weight class, and he has learned masterfully how to fight with his body. What a fight. Both of these guys are trying to finish. Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine. guillotine.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Oh, great job by him there to reverse things and get the dominant position. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position.
Beautiful transition.
He's having his way with him here. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile.
Jones is really pressing now. He's got his opponent's belly flat on the mat.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Now stand this up. Let's work.
Jones is trying for a submission here. Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight. Oh, gives up on the submission now, so preferring to maybe get to a dominant position instead. Jones's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. All right, well, this is Jon Jones's wheelhouse right here, the ground and pound. Just a devastating ground striker, and his opponent may not be long for this.
You know, we have seen Jones do this before in his career, where when he gets you down, he is so long that even from your guard, he can land brutal elbows and cause so much damage. That has been the game plan tonight, and you can see that what Jones set out to do, he is accomplishing. They should be very proud, his team in his corner.
Oh, big shots from the top.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he can try to set up a choke here. Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep. He's got it locked in.
Oh, somehow he got out.
That was beautiful. Look at how he brought his hips up in the air. Used his momentum to swing himself back to his chest being facing the mat. What a beautiful display of submission defense.
Good work from the top here by Jones. That right eye's looking pretty swollen. Jones is back in full mount.
Big ground and pound.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Jones. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy.
Now he's going full mount.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Jones.
Let's go. Push, push, push.
Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here.
He's gonna start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to...
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so a big knockdown for him courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's a replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well. But when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal. And if he can land, he does have the ability to damage it.
Round two now. Alexander Gustafsson and that man, Jon Jones.
Good.
Oh, beautiful jab there by Alexander Gustafsson. Well, he misses with the left punch there. Stiff jab there from Jon Jones, using his length to great effect. 84 inches the reach from Jon Jones. That's going to give him an advantage against most light heavyweights, if not heavyweights, on this UFC roster. excellent takedown defense so far in this fight, and there it is again. He knew if he was going to win this fight, he was going to have to stop the shot, and he's certainly done that so far.
He has done a great job of staying upright. He understands positioning. He understands finding defense and getting back in the space where he's having the most success.
Well, no feeling. Now the accuracy to land right there. His opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Effective jab there by Johnny Bone.
Dude's in a good flow state. He's got to keep pressing here.
Back to his feet. Gustafsson goes for the takedown. He misses.
Great job moving into his opponent and getting to that single collar.
Pretty good shot.
What a fight.
Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to compromise that finish.
Under 3 minutes now to go in round 2. Offering up over the top. This fight's going to be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high with his opponent, thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly. Oh, he's attacking guillotine. You better protect your neck when you're fighting this guy because he's got the guillotine locked in. But if he wants to finish, he's got to lock that guard and drive his hips up into his opponent.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches in bunches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight.
Well, Gustafsson's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Looking for the submission once again.
He's fighting. He wants this very bad.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Gustafsson.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Jones.
Scramble, scramble, scramble.
Looks like he's trying for a submission now. Oh, he might have that submission locked in. That he gives up on the submission. Looked pretty tight to me. Well, he's got his back now. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. Great defense by the defensive fighter.
Final seconds here of round 2. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward.
He is ready to be out of there, okay? You completely rocked him now.
All right, so a big round for him there, maybe even a 10-8. There was a big knockdown in there courtesy of the kick. DC, talk us through it.
He found his spot. I mean, he knew that there was a weakness. He found the spot. He recognized an opportunity to go and chase down that head kick. He threw it, it landed, and he almost got the finish.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land the straight punch there. Great job using his length in that situation.
Good jab there by the champion. He's got to be careful dipping his head when he's throwing that jab. Oh, nice kick. Oh, back and forth we go. Oh, nice takedown defense.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
Keep your hands up. Use your footwork now.
Just out of range with that right hook. So wisely, he continues to attack that area that is cut wide open. When you were... Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
That strike blocked by Jones. Takedown defense holds up. And potentially a critical takedown here. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to add?
Ooh, guillotine choke would appear to be locked in. Yes, it is.
Oh, he's advancing.
Oh, how tight is that guillotine now?
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Gustafsson. Well, sometimes our stat guys are stingy with these submission attempt numbers. There have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler. And he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on there. He's setting up a beautiful submission.
Ooh, that looks tight.
Looks like it's getting tight.
Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He's able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Johnny Bone. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
He hasn't moved on the bottom, and now he's starting to swell after he takes another ground and pound strike.
Jones is now trying for the Kimura.
Oh, he's getting it deep. He's out again.
Good work here to the body on the ground by Alexander Gustafsson. Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see knockouts.
Yeah, the fans came to see him knock each other out.
These effective straight punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he's got him hurt very bad.
And he continues to work the body here.
Pick your shots.
Right hook attempt, that's a miss.
When both are prepared, these are the types of fights that we expect.
Well, Gustafsson's not making things easier on the opponent right now, continuing to target. Oh, he's on wobbly legs now.
Oh, nice kick.
How about these numbers, DC? 134 total strikes have landed for Jon Jones. And landing at a 52% clip tonight against Alexander Gustafsson. Jones's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. The crowd continues to to sway with every huge shot being landed. Back and forth we go.
Yeah, he hurt him real bad. He's still hurt.
On that punch right there, his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, well, I'm no doctor. I'm not going to diagnose a broken nose, but a huge cut on the bridge, and his opponent continues to attack it.
Continues to attack it as he should. He did the damage. He was the one that landed the shot that opened up that cut. Now he's got to make his opponent pay for it. He was a bit lax in defense, and now he's got that massive cut on the bridge of his nose.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. 4th round is underway. What is the fighter's mentality when you enter those seminal championship rounds?
You understand that you are getting close. Oh!
That is it! Jon Jones gets the finish.
Oh, my goodness.
The decision is inside the octagon. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 16 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Jon Jones.
All right, what a knockout for Jon Jones. Perhaps a bonus winning effort for him here tonight. Competitive matchup, at least on paper, but didn't play out that way tonight, DC.
Well, Jones has shown and proves once again why he's so highly regarded in the history of the sport of mixed martial arts. He understands fighting at a level that not many do, and he shows by knocking this guy out, by getting the knockout victory that he wanted so badly.